Do you want a cold press juicer? And why did the orange stop rolling down the hill? Second one's easy. Ran out of juice. I want to thank Canoly for sponsoring this video and sending me their Canoly C16 cold press juicer. A couple of things about this particular juicer, the C16, is it has more than one function. It doesn't just juice. It also makes sorbet, and you can process nut milks with it. For things like pears and apples, you really don't have to peel them. You just have to cut the main section out, like the hard part, the core, and get rid of any seeds. You don't want those in your juice. Make it easier on the juicer, chop them up into small little bits. I'm not much of a nut milk guy. I do use oat milk sometimes when I make some coffees, but other than that, I don't do nut milk that often. So I'm gonna focus more on the juicing and the sorbet. When you get it, just take it out of the box and give everything a clean. That is just a good idea to do with any kind of new appliance you get. You always wanna wash it before the first use. You have no clue anything that might be on there from the manufacturing process or anything, you just don't want that stuff. So always give new appliances a quick clean. I've already done that. Another benefit of the cold press juicers is they actually produce more juice than a regular juicer. So you get more bang for your buck. Oranges. If you are going to juice oranges, you have to peel them. You have to get rid of the outside peel and the white part, the pith. It is going to add a terrible bitter taste to your juice. That is 2 apples, 2 pears, and 2 big oranges. This is what comes with the C16. You get 2 cups, one of them's for juice, one of them's for pulp, a strainer, a pusher, and a sorbet attachment. There's some other pieces that are inside the machine we'll go over in a second. Now, to know which one your strainer goes in, it only fits in one of the cups. There you go. You get some paperwork with a manual, a quick start guide, and some recipes. This has a locking mechanism right here. Twist to unlock, lift off. This part is where all the fruit goes. This is the main portion here. It's got quite a large container. I think we'll be able to fit all our stuff in there. And it just press fits. Inside here, also just press fit in, pull it out. This is the auger. As you can see, it's not sharp. I can just kind of handle it, no problem. And then there's like a little strainer thing in here. And then you can lift this off the unit. The fact that you can take everything apart really easily is going to make cleanup much easier. I'll find out. I haven't actually done a full cleanup out of this because you guys are with me for its initial run. Okay, we're gonna take this piece and get it on there. Boom, Bob's your uncle. This guy goes right down in here and there's little tabs. It can only go in one way. In goes our auger. You'll feel it just press in and click in. You know you have it the right way up is it has this little nub on the top, which lines up into here. There's a little arrow here. You're gonna line your arrow up with the arrow on the front and then twist to lock. We are ready to go. We'll put the sorbet away till later. This is your juice cup. Your juice cup's gonna go here. Open that guy up. Now there is a little lock here for the pulp. You wanna lock that in the upper position and put your pulp cup there. Now I plug it in. The power button is at the back of the unit. It has an on and a reverse. Basically, you're gonna use the on to start making your juice. If it kind of gets stuck, you can kind of flip it between reverse and on to kind of get it going again and get everything moving right. All right, we are going to go ahead and pop in some fruit. I'm gonna start with the hard fruits just to see how it does. So we're gonna put some pear and apple in here first. I think it's got a large hopper. I loaded that thing and it's barely halfway loaded and I've got like half of my stuff in there. It's pretty good. All right, let's see what happens when we press on. I expected it to be a lot more violent. This is super quiet. Oh man, we already got juice. That's cool. It turns off when you open the lid. You can't add more fruit while it's running. I like that. Safety first. All right, it is doing these absolutely no problem. I'm gonna put in the rest of my apples and my pears. I like that. The last juicer I had, it was so loud, I couldn't use it in the morning. It would wake up the whole family. Like I couldn't make myself a fresh juice if I wanted to. All right, I have this, so I might as well just kind of see what happens. I don't even need to use it. It's just doing fine. Okay. I'm just gonna let that go without the strainer. It's so dry. Oranges. This is fun. I don't know why, like I just love gadgets. And this is fun. I'm definitely gonna cut up some more fruit because I wanna do more. I'm just sitting here watching it spin. Now we're gonna try the reverse to see. It just kind of gets the last little bit. Okay, the reverse doesn't stay on. You kind of have to hold it if you want to reverse it. It's mainly for clearing clogs, I think. Let's see how effective it was at juice extraction. I have a piece of cheesecloth. I'm going to take all of this pulp and into a completely empty bowl, I'm going to squeeze it. Okay, it was so hard it broke the cheesecloth to get a few drips of juice. That's all I got. Like a couple drips. This is pretty dry. I have a fancy little coffee scale here. Let's see how much juice we got. We got 600 milliliters, or about 2.5 cups out of 2 apples, 2 pears, and 2 oranges. That's not bad. How's it taste? Cheers. Oh, that's delicious. It's not even cold. Oh my gosh, that is good. It's sweet, but not like artificially sweet. Has a great texture to it. You feel a little bit of the pulp, so you know it's real juice. Oh, if that was ice cold, hold on. Ice. Oh my gosh, amazing. I love that. Oh, by the way, never found apple, pear, orange juice in a store, but they should make it. Just saying. Let's say I'm done and it's time to clean up. Take this guy out, this guy out. You spin that guy and lift. You lift this guy out and we take everything to the sink. The entire cleanup procedure takes just a few minutes. That is wash and dry. Super simple. And for what I'm doing, I didn't even need to do a full wash. I could have just rinsed everything to move on to sorbet, but I wanted to kind of see how long it would take to do a full wash. Now, all these little bits, these can go in the dishwasher, but really it's recommended just to hand wash them. You will extend the life of your juicer if you hand wash them versus putting them in the dishwasher. As fast as that took, I don't feel the need to stick these in the dishwasher. I love this little locking mechanism for the pulp chute. Makes it cleaning so much easier. We are going to use this, the sorbet maker. This goes in like normal. Our lid goes on top, locked and loaded. What I have here is some of the same fruits that I cut up and then froze overnight. I also added some mango and some strawberry. They recommend not thawing your fruits anything more than 5 minutes. I guess it's going to mess with your texture. When making the sorbet, we don't actually need this one because that's not where it comes out. So we're gonna just start loading a little bit of this in there at a time. And we're gonna turn it on. Okay, now it got stuck, so we gotta, I think my fruit is a little too frozen. I'm gonna let this thaw a little bit. It's been a little bit over 5 minutes. Let's see if this fruit has decided it wants to agree with me and become sorbet. Much better. Top tip, make sure your fruit is kind of defrosted a little bit. Otherwise, it's going to make terrible noises. Ooh, I have a use for my pusher. One thing, everything for the sorbet, peeled. No apple peels, no pear peels, nothing. Because you're eating the pulp. You're eating what you put in. So put in the good stuff. Fruit sorbet. Great. Just fresh tasting, no added sugars. Now, if you want it sweeter, you could add something like agave syrup, maybe some honey. You could add actual sugar if you want, but this is actually pretty sweet to me. And here's a bonus dad tip on how to use your juicer. Make a pan sauce from your juice. I'll show you how. This is a chicken breast that I roasted in this pan. I'm gonna take it out, and then we're gonna add a couple of knobs of butter and swirl it around in there and heat it up to get everything off the bottom. Scrape that stuff up, that's the good stuff. Now go ahead and add in your juice you made with your juicer and bring that to a simmer. Once it's kind of simmered and bubbly, go ahead and season it. I'm just using some simple salt and pepper. Right at the end, you're gonna throw in a cold knob of butter. Really cold is important. This is gonna glossy up and emulsify your sauce and just make it wonderful. Now, pour it over your chicken and enjoy. One of the other things you might be wondering about is, well, how much did that juice cost? I kind of broke it down with the apples, the oranges, and the pears that I used and what I paid for them. There's about $3.40 worth of fruit in all the juice that I made. For 2.5 cups of juice, that's not terrible. That's actually pretty decent, knowing that when you buy juice in the store, they might put 2.5 cups of juice in and a gallon of water. So you're getting fresh, real juice for a pretty decent price. Plus, there's the added benefit of I've got this pulp, which I can do lots of things with. You can even make homemade fruit roll-ups with, which I might give a try. There's a couple of really great uses for the Canoly C16 juicer. I didn't really think I needed a cold press juicer, but after playing with it, I think I really did. I like this thing. I'm gonna use it a lot. If after watching this, you think I need one of those too, there's a link in the description. And guess what? I have a code that's gonna save you some money. Go check it out. If you enjoyed this, do the likey subscribe thing. If you have a question, leave it in the comments. I answer just about every comment in my comment section. I also have memberships, all kinds of stuff. It's all in the description. So with all that out of the way, I guess there's only one other question left to answer. Why did the strawberry cross the road? Because it was in a jam. Yeah, Dad may tell horrible dad jokes, test out cold pressed juicers, but one thing Dad will never do is an outro. So that's it. Bye. This is the part where I thank all of my members. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much for your support, and rock on. I don't know why I said rock on, but rock on. I've got some apples, pears, and oranges that we're gonna test this juicer with. Juicer. That's gonna be tough for this whole video.